training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They begin with a run by Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff to Miller. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And some room to roam now.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 13. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go.
Check nickel.
They try right side here, Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A first down carry now for Miller.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wilson being chased out left. He's going to Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes right side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Garoppolo is going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to Hardman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Bryant is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. And if they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Check. 2, 2, 2. Ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
21. Tight dog, X3. 218, chop.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big game. On first down, it's Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Garoppolo now. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. From the pistol, it's Gurley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
11.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this is a 38-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On first down, Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second and 11 now. Wilson dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Like 9.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 1. Hey, watch the slant.
21. Check three. Wait.
Check 37.
Say hunt. Check 20.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
So Mike number one.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
21. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
He's not dropping it.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
99
So
spectacular
from the 39
catch.
now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Allen Bailey in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
12. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. One, Omaha.
Another carry now for Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
21. Hey, exit. Watch one.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Drop deep. Echo. Move. 4 down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Dorsett making the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Get him out of here.
After the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
But I tell y'all what's going to happen when you play Carolina.
We'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good
What I
plays
tell
have
you,
them
you
on
thought I was
the move on
bullshitting
1st
this
down.
We're taking
From
niggas
the
out.
gun, it's Wilson.
We're
Pressure
taking niggas
applied,
out.
and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Tell him to go sit over there on the sideline with his mama. He can do it all on the bench.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Watch the run.
Now Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks
like
for him on the season.
Making sure.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now.
That nigga was
as
wide.
he's on to kick it away. Back now in Tampa.
Yeah, that nigga was
it's
wide.
Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They
I'm
find
trying to figure out
themselves
what my
behind
people
here
doing.
to start the 4th quarter.
Going for it. Oh. That's what we like to see right here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Wilson. Under pressure again and And down he goes again.
We out here.
Came on short. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
51, Mike 51.
He had another carry here tonight for Gurley.
Get up in there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast.
And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
That's why we put you on the squad,
Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here, the 32.
AJ.
He was looking for Watkins that time.
And I was about to trade
This defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch out.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He shakes him off. And now Garoppolo lost the football. It was picked up by the Buccaneers.
Come on.
Yeah. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long ways still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Looky.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
Take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Todd Gurley, 73 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
We needed a home run hitter.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and he's over 200 yards. That really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Wilson. He finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's the new dog we got on the squad.
The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked,
hey, Russell,
reinforced.
I'll smash the Sierra now.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep.
Russell, think of me as future, dog. Still hitting.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
I gotta go listen to that bitch. I heard.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
That's Derwin James, man. It's a dog out there.
It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3.
It's a new nigga in town. Hey.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And a Panther first down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Switch!
Sponge! No!
Stick! We had!
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. He'll get this one to Galladay. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I'm throwing dots out here. Tell Bay, I'm throwing dots out here.
Now it's first and 10
ain't no free lunch.
At the 39-yard
Niggas gotta pay.
line. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
We're throwing dots out here.
Incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If
Damn
you're coaching
it if I ain't gonna
start
try.
taking shots like that downfield.
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the
said,
lead, because
this
you
L.
keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Here we go.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more.
Don't tell the
now,
league
I'm
I'm
using
using
think about those
PEDs.
dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Oh, he about to get knocked out.
This pass complete to Higgins, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I see how it is.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I know y'all ain't going to have to, you ain't got to lay down, but you going to get down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley.
Oh my God. My tight end.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles.
Now, still a chance to come back.
You play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are
Next
folks
week,
who might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it on the other side, is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Any opportunity. He running it. Hit this nigga.
On 1st down, it's Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will
GG said this
gratefully
is
accept
coming out
them, won't
40.
they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week.